Alright, we are back with the Sunwuko monk, taking on some T13 Bounties today. And this build has been updated just a little bit since the last time I played. I'm actually getting ready to go on vacation tomorrow. Here's the guy we need to kill right here. He gets his sweeping wind built up.
Your flaws are revealed.
Oh, he's down. But like I said, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so been working ahead for my job and also packing up. But could not leave without playing a little Diablo because this monk is just so much fun to play. It reminds me of why this is my favorite class back in the day. Back in the day as in like a few years ago.
I will not do that.
But the buffs to the Sunwuko set were pretty significant, and I think it was Riker or one of those guys that does really good guide videos made a list of the top builds, and this build is in the top 5. Well, not this build in particular, but the Sunwuko monk in general. Oh, that's finished. And I still need to refine this build a bit, but it's pretty powerful as is. Recently did an 84 Raider Rip, which is not super impressive, but it was a record for me, so I count it as an accomplishment. This headset is still kind of loud. I know I say that every other recording and every other stream, but it just always catches me off guard. Because I use my other headset on my laptop. I choose the coach in each headset for streaming and recording. There we go. Gotta get the sweeping wind built up. I traded in the Hiroshiro's Soul belt, which help me generate sweeping wind automatically for a witching hour, which provides attack speed and additional critical hit damage. And I think it's a fair trade-off because I don't really have any spirit issues with this build now, since it is using a generator.
I hear something stirring in the distance.
I hear something stirring in the distance. Stirring, like they're stirring sauce or something? They're cooking? Alright, well that's a good thing. I was kind of hungry anyway.
Beneath the endless tide.
Gotta love this focused ring of power from the Oculus Rift that my follower is wearing. Since I'm doing focus and restraint now, I'm not using Unity anymore, so we're not wearing our matching bro rings. It's not weird if we do that, right? In terms of Unity, the ring, the buff, you know, very helpful when you are a little squishy, like I am with this build. Please don't tell me this guy broke. Well, it says I freed one. It's blinking. I think he was supposed to jump into a portal or something and dash away, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that additional 1000% damage for every stack of sweeping wind I have is really a difference maker. Okay, now the arrow is going to be broken too. It's going to be pointing that way the whole time. Maybe if we go down here, it'll point in another direction. There's a pylon over there. Oh, here we go. If I had Epiphany, I might be able to dash over that gap. Or I could just walk over it. But if you had the ability to majestically dash over gaps, wouldn't you like to do that? I think that would be great. A little sweeping wind, and here we go. Man, I love doing that. Just get a bunch of them gathered up together. Got an amulet on my follower that can pull targets toward him, which that's helpful for bunching these guys up. If that's the case, instead of using Zai's Stone of Vengeance to gain an advantage in terms of distance, I may want to switch to a... I can't remember what the... I think there's one that does... Oh god. There's one that does additional damage based on how close you are to the enemy or how many enemies are in your general vicinity. Would not be super helpful against bosses and Rift Guardians though, but that's what Bane of the Stricken is for. That's another nice perk of switching to a generator. Makes it much easier to proc Bane of the Stricken. I think it works with generators, I'm pretty sure. That's helpful against bosses even on its first perk, because it really takes several of these bells to bring them down, and the more I hit them with, the more damage they do, so the bells, not the enemies. But every time I play this build, I just picture the Saved by the Bell theme song, or the opening segment, and I hear the song in my head. If I ever make a highlight video or something for this, I'm definitely going to put that song in. Just too good to leave out. Alright, we're going down in this direction, which was where I was heading first, but I got distracted by the Legions of Hell. Uh-huh. Feel that wrath. Clear this spot out so I can get going.
This cannot be opened yet.
Spam the bell. Probably shouldn't spam it if I want to get the second chest. I guess maybe now I should. There's something dropped. A ring. Ah, I got it. Right on the money. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, I mean, it could, obviously, if I got more than 100, but it's good enough to get the second chest, and that's all I care about. What kind of ring is this? Band of the Root Chambers. Oh, that's pretty neat. Spirit generators generate 45% more spirit. Decent stats, too, but these have decent stats as well. Alright, one more.
What you ask is impossible.
Generate a little sweeping wind. And kill the butchers. This is one of those maps where I'm gonna have to zig before I can zag.
It cannot be done.
Oh yeah, I forgot when the near-death experience card activates, it makes you naked for a moment, which is pretty funny.
I will not do that.
Hey, at least it's an indicator that it's proccing. I guess that's good. So I know when the cooldown is started. That's a really helpful ability. Normally I'm not too big on res abilities in games, but in this game it's just very, well, with this character it's very hard to get the toughness you need not to die, especially for people who are doing like, wow, that was amazing, doing like level 90 or 100 greater rifts, so
It cannot be done.
if the odds are you're gonna die once, at least once every couple of minutes or so, having that on there can save you a lot of time. A vicious strike. Love how they take my sweeping ability off during the cutscenes. That's awesome. Look at that, Butcher. Go play with your cleaver. Alright, no loot there, but maybe we'll get something out of the Horadric cache.
Well done.
Thanks, Broseph. Mace and shoulders. Neither of which I will use, but those crafting materials, on the other hand, we can definitely put those to use. Alright, so let's see, what exactly materials do I need? Whoops. Okay, we could do 2, 4, and 5, and then we'll be able to have enough materials to do something in the cube. Just gonna check the stream for a second. Alright. Everything back in position here. Really cannot wait until I get a double monitor set up. That is probably coming my way in the near future. After I see how much dough I have left following vacation. Use a bell to destroy those pots there. Just because I love the bell that much. See? How can you not love the bell? And that's with only 3 stacks of Sweeping Wind. Try to get some more generated here. Another good thing about using a generator is I can pretty much activate the mantra without worrying about running out of resource. Chest over here.
What you ask is impossible. The storm breaks. I will not do that.
See, is this? No, this is just level 1. A legendary axe, just like me.
It cannot be done.
Alright, here we go. Level 2. Build up the stacks here.
What you ask is impossible. I will not do that.
I will not do that. The only thing I miss, well, not the only thing, but the thing I miss most from my Demon Hunter is being able to vault indefinitely. You want to talk about something that helps survivability. Try having a belt that allows you to vault freely right after you use your main attack. And having a weapon that allows you to regenerate resource for that attack. It's a very helpful ability. But I'm still having more fun with the Sunwuko monk. I started a Crusader, but got distracted by the Saved by the Bell build. And the rest is history. Come on, Sweeping Wind. There we go. I got to keep my Sweeping Wind up here. Mainly for the defensive buff it provides, because the poison in this area is kind of nasty. But again, like I said, Esoteric Alteration, I think that's what it's called, the Resistance Gem, is really really helpful for things like that. And that was with only 5 stacks of Sweeping Wind. Please, please be a legendary or an ancient vengeful wind.
Beneath the endless tide.
Oh, the focused ring of power, the focused area of power disappeared. Here it is.
I cannot open this.
Open it! Use the lockpick. Oh wait, that's a different game. Alright, there we go, we got it. Yeah, this is another thing that's a lot easier to do with this build than with the Demon Hunter. Let's see, was that it? Oh, that was it, okay. Thought there was something else in the objective list there, but I guess I was wrong. And now we got Belial. I think this is the guy who,
What you ask is impossible.
I caused, or me and my friends caused a glitch out when we fought him on console. Might have told that story before as well, but if it's the boss I'm thinking of,
It cannot be done.
he has like a first form, but he morphs before you can kill him. But we did so much damage, we killed him in his first form and it locked the game up. We didn't lose anything, we just had to go back to the start of the game and re-enter that part of the act, but it was still pretty hilarious that we broke the game. Yep, this is the guy. I really like this boss. Come on down, bruh. Oh, you can sit in your little minions to do your dirty work for you. Here he comes. See if I can freeze him and do it. Almost. I tried. Gotta love the dramatic speech Belial does there. Panic Chug. Alright. You ain't so tough anymore, Belial. Though your boss battle is pretty cool. Alright. Let's see. Prisoners of the Cult. Sounds like some serious business down there, doesn't it? See, how long have we been live? Like 20 minutes or so? Alright. I'm probably only going to make this like a... or try to make it like a 30-minute or so recording session, or streaming session. Speaking of recording, when I do get back next week, I would like to pick up with some projects I have kind of abandoned because of work and just other obligations and lack of motivation. One of which is Super Mario RPG, which I love the game. I just had some trouble trying to broadcast it on this PC because of random technical issues with either the emulator or the software, or it could be my monitor, and hence you see why I kind of abandoned, well, not really abandoned, but put the walkthrough on hiatus, we'll say. And this guy's broken just like the last one. Bro, you're free. The cage is only in your mind now. Well, that was a little bit too profound. You have to go take a smoke break on that one. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Etar? Yeah, see, that guy's got the right idea. You run to freedom. I may not even need the Witching Hour at the moment. I could put on the other belt, but there's really no use. And I can... Look at that, we're already back up to 10 stacks. And you see what it does. The problem is, like that, when you reset it, it Kind of stops whatever you're doing. Well, that was clutch. Okay, I got it. Got one more. Go around this way and sneak up on these guys. Oh, they're over here, huh? Oh, no, that's the crazy man. Like, man, I don't, oh, God. Double goblins. This must be a special right now. Well, those are some materials, not the materials I'm after, but I'll take them. Yeah, that guy's still in the cage. He's like, I don't know, man. These guys give us an alright life here. We get to listen to their songs, and they throw some food in occasionally. It's like, man, it is much better outside the cage, believe you me. And one more. And we are really tearing through these quickly. I think I will take this to a 3-hour, or not a 3-hour, but do 30 minutes worth at least. 3 hours. I do plan to start doing longer streams once I, like I said, get my second monitor and get the rest of the bugs figured out. The games I've recorded so far, like Diablo and Dungeon Defenders and some others here and there, have worked really well, but I gotta learn how to do the emulated stuff. Well, we already killed Bone Splinter while I was jawing away. Okay, this part is already completed. We need to go this way, I guess, but yeah, I would like to do some new games and whatnot. They're new to me, even if they are emulated. Because I'm playing on the new PC doesn't mean I'm only interested in doing games that are modern or graphically impressive. The Super Mario RPG, I'd actually like to maybe do a stream of that, and you know, I can, once I could get it to work with the resolution and everything, or whatever the problem is, I could probably easily record it and stream it simultaneously, so that would be pretty neat. I banked on having a dashing strike, not a, well, yeah, dashing strike there, and it paid off. Didn't even look before I checked. Of course, my near-death experience would have saved me, but like I said, sometimes you gotta err on the side of caution. Alright, back to town. Check the stream, and come back. Alright. Yeah, there are a lot of other emulated games I could do in addition. I've done mostly Diablo, and a little bit of Dungeon Defenders, but they're giving me good loot. I gotta stay on it. Alright. Time is 6:14 my time. Alright, we'll identify these really quick, and I think I may actually call it. And oh, I got a new transmog, huh? The Flesh Terror. Fist of Thunder. Ancient Wildwood, that's pretty nice. Sledge Fist. Illusory Boots. I always get those confused with the crudest boots, which is what I have on right now. Alright, let's see. I don't really need these, since I have an ancient pair in the stash. I have one of those, an ancient one of those. It's funny now, man, I'm smelting this stuff. I don't really need that either. I'm smelting this stuff like crazy. Whereas when I was playing on console and struggling to get the drops I needed, like, I would never do that to that stuff. Hold on to that. And let's see. I think we said we were going to do 5. Or let's see, 4. How much does it cost to do something in here? Reforge a legendary. Okay, we'll do 5. We can reforge a legendary one time. I don't know if I've ever gotten it was 4 or 5. I think it was 4, actually. Yeah. Corrupted Angel Flesh. But I don't know if I've ever actually gotten anything really good from reforging legendaries in Kanai's Cube. But it's a goal to work toward, and I really want to play my monk a little more before I leave for my trip. I'm only heading out for the weekend. I'll be back Sunday, but And then I'm probably going to be relaxing, watching The Walking Dead, maybe working on some other projects, and hopefully next week I'll figure out how to get the emulated stuff started, and I may try some more Dungeon Defender stuff, maybe try a new map. Making all these plans because I've finally got my schedule refined. In case I haven't mentioned this before, if you haven't followed my channel, I'm an independent contractor. I work in marketing, and this season of the year is a gold mine for getting work, so I've been really trying to get it while the getting's good, but I can still make time to start doing some extra streaming stuff, recording stuff. Might get back to guides and stuff like that. Just possibilities are really endless, you know? Kill all the bound shaman in time, huh? Alright. I will gather some stacks of sweeping wind, and I will do just that.
It cannot be done.
Kill the remaining enemies.
I will not do that.
Can do, Diablo gods. Well, I can't do if I got no spirit. Come here, you. Yeah, those generators do no damage, but they do help me with focus and restraint, so it's worth it in the long run. It's one of those low time preference kind of deals. Yeah, we'll have time to get through these. Should finish up within the next 10 minutes, and then I only need to pack a few more things, and I'm gonna take a little break, make some food, work on some other stuff, and maybe just chill tonight. I need to try to get to bed at a decent hour, but I have a feeling that might not happen. Oh, that was close. The Hellbreeder Nest Event. I remember this thing. I do not remember where it is. I will wait for an arrow to prompt me. I'll just walk around until I stumble into it by complete accident, which is how I usually find things in video games. Come to think of it, that's how I find a lot of stuff in real life. Both finding things in the physical sense and, you know, finding out, learning lessons. That sort of thing. Now we're on the right track. Here we go, it's a cursed chest. I'll stop for that. Help my bros over there.
I will not do that.
The Hellbreeder Nest Event. I think this is the monsters that spit out other monsters. Oh, I remember this thing. Dao Capazzo. Nice name, bro. But I really wish you would stop disappearing when I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to sneak up on him, but I think he's in the shield before I have a chance to. Aw, man, take that shield down. Alright. Didn't help you. Did not help him. Alright, 3 to go. And then we will reforge probably the legendary Vengeful Wind I have and try to get an ancient. I neglected to show off this, which is pretty amazing. My first ever ancient set piece the first ever ancient piece of gear I can use. I got like 2 more before this, but neither was useful with my build. But I got pretty excited when I saw that, and that's the Esoteric Alteration. That's been helping out a lot. Rank 57. My gems are ranked decently high. 73, that one's good. Don't know why I'm using a Go-Gut. Probably should switch that out for Bane of the Stricken, which is what I thought I had, but that, we might do that, just to kind of show off the additional, damage and stuff that brings to the build. Damage and stuff. Just trying to think of the word. Viability. Viability. Makes the build more viable for longer and harder dungeons. Plus, it has good synergy now that I'm running a generator.
It cannot be done.
We already killed Necronom. Wonder if he was reading the Necronomicon.
I will not do that.
He said something goofing around in the last stream when I was talking about Walking Dead. I said I was gonna put an axe on my hand as if I was Ash from The Walking Dead. And yes, I made that statement as wrong as I possibly could, just because that kind of stuff is funny to me for some reason. Memes and pictures that are obviously wrong just for the sake of being goofy. It's all good-hearted fun.
I will not do that.
Alright, let's go back to town.
Go back.
Change my gems. Oh, I'm sorry, did you guys want some? Okay. Got a giant celestial bell for you, coming right up. Yep.
I am returning to town.
Let's see. Do I have my Bane of the Stricken on me, or did I put it in here? Here it is. 71. Okay, yeah, it's got a really good rank. Okay. Each attack you make against an enemy increases the damage it takes from your attacks by 1.51% and gain 25% increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians. Shows how long I've been away from this game. I didn't even realize I had that on. I completely forgot. Alright, we'll do Era first, and we'll save Diablo for the finale. Fitting. Very fitting. Yep, that does some work.
It cannot be done. What you ask is impossible.
There we go. Hey guys. Love being able to take out blue and gold namers that quickly. It's just so much fun. And even though I am going to be streaming other games soon, I do plan on doing more Diablo. I still like the idea of doing a full campaign playthrough with the Necromancer because it will be my only chance to really do a blind-ish playthrough of this game. Because I've used most of the other characters, but belt. What kind of belt? A string of ears. Neat. Wrecked. And now Diablo. Since this is T13, I could probably get by without the witching hour. I could switch back to the Kiroshiro's soul just for convenience sake, but really there's no need for that. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but Freeze frame. That was pretty cool too. Sorry for clearing my throat so much. I'm over the nasty little cold I had last time I was streaming, but I guess because I haven't streamed in a while, my voice is like, what's going on?
It cannot be done.
Alright. That was sick.
What you ask is impossible.
Once I get even a little bit of density, it becomes much easier to get my sweeping wind back. With both focus and restraint bonuses proccing on this thing, and with 10 stacks of sweeping wind, and it is a mean build, let me tell you. I do kind of miss being able to use Convention of Elements, though, because I have to cube the Royal Ring of Grandeur for this build. I use a legendary helmet that gives extra damage to the Wave of Light ability. I think that was one of the buffs. I don't think it did that before. I know for a fact that the damage bonus on the 6-piece set perk was raised from, I think it was 600% before, whoops. I think it was 600% before to 1,000% per stack of Sweeping Wind, which is a massive damage buff. And the Incense Torch of the Grand Temple got an upgrade too this patch. I think it was like 600-some% extra damage. Like I said, I learned this from watching those videos by Riker and those other guys. This game has a fantastic community of scholarly people, which is one of the reasons why it's so fun to play it. That and fighting the Lord of Hell is pretty cool too. Speaking of which, where is that bum? Here he is. Come on, bro. Now here we go, the clone segment. Let's see if the evil version of me has a giant celestial bell as well. Shadow clone. He's got, that does kind of look like the Incense Torch of the Grand Temple. Yeah, he hits decently hard. Really should be standing in the ring of focus power from the Oculus ring, but I just want to lay the hammer down on Diablo face to face. Alright. Ah, he made it easy for me. Unless he gets the buff too, that would be pretty messed up. Wrecked. And I'm saved by the bell. And the focus and restraint. Oh, you're not dead yet? Come on. Oh my god. He's broken. Okay. I was gonna say. He was barely clinging to life and fighting my followers while I was celebrating. He's still broken. Wow. His health bar was still there. I don't know what was going on with that. I thought he was supposed to fly into like a vortex or something. I didn't know his corpse was just gonna hang around here. Let's get a good look at him. Hey, buddy. Alright, let's back to town. We will get our loot, we will re-roll that fist weapon, and we will call it on this session. Tyrael. What's up, bro? Alright. Got a belt. It's pretty cool since we've been talking about belts this whole time. I can read the Book of Cain through the wall. My luck is that powerful. Chrome's buff. Insatiable belt. Picking up a health globe increases your maximum life by 5% for 15 seconds, stacking up to 15 times. That could make for an interesting build if you had a lot of other items that increase the chances of health globe drops, and you got a bunch of stuff like that on your gear. I love when people make kind of unique builds like that. I was watching this one guy's build, I forget what the name was, but it had, I don't know why I'm going to the stash, but it had a ridiculous amount of movement speed. It was a demon hunter. Alright, so we are going to reroll this Vengeful Wind because the one I have is good. This one seems okay, but it only increases the stack by 6, which is... It might not seem like a big deal, but that's an additional 1,000% damage when I can keep my stacks up, that is. Alright, one attempt to rule them all. Unless we want to go do Act 5 after this, which I really don't want to do. I gotta call it a night. So, here we go. Let's do it!
Very well.
Oh my god! Holy crap! Wow! Okay. Oh man. Alright. That was pretty good. I legitimately did not expect that. Oh, I don't even have to roll anything on it. I'll use Romaldi's gift and put a socket in it, but that is a beautiful, beautiful fist weapon. Alright, I may have to make a highlight of this because that was really lucky. Why, yes, I will accept that. So, sometimes one shot is all you need, I guess. That is going to do it for this edition of Diablo 3. I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to go put a socket in this weapon, get everything switched over, and when I come back Sunday, we will see it in action. Thanks for watching.